this evening's voice of God, Dennis McNamara.
Thank you. Thank God you're still here. Thank you so much for coming. Hello. You know what? I know we've been waiting a long time tonight for this, but we've been waiting a long time to do this, so let's get it done. Welcome, please, my former cohort at WLIR. She used to do the news so well. The anchor woman of TV's News 12, my friend Carol Silva.
Hey, listen, you rock and roll people, you're just getting going. Midnight's just starting to get good here. All right, once upon a time in a land known as Long Island lived a band. It was extremely talented, and oh, those guys so much loved. At WLIR, we played their music, and we also played charity softball with them. They were on our team, and together we raised bucket loads, tons of money for Long Island charities.
Then under the leadership of a piano man who was inducted on our first gala, their music conquered the United States and then the world.
Yes, the world. And so, would you please now welcome to the stage the family of Doug Stegmeyer, his mom Peg, and his sister Sue. Come on, Mama.
Peg Steg!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very wonderful and exciting night tonight.
Come closer.
And for a very good reason. I was at the very beginning of all this wonderful music. And pay attention, mothers. I used to come home from choir practice, and in my living room or my garage, I would have 4, 5, 6 kids with the long hair, and they're trying to figure out what the Beatles are doing. And they get stuck, and they call my husband, who was in the business, and he said, play the tape again. And so they played the tape, and my husband would write all the chords out for them. And there they were. Now I jump ahead. We moved to Centerport, and Doug had been going in the city studying with a great bass player, and he was playing in the Tavern Ale House when Brian Ruggles heard him, and Billy was out in California, and he just had the hit, Piano Man. And so Brian heard him and called Billy and said, hey, I heard a great bass player. So Billy called him and flew him out to California, and he lived with them for 3 months. And they were trying to get a band together. And then finally, I guess the studio group couldn't cut it, and so suddenly Billy said, no, I'm going back to New York. And so on the plane, I think the conversation went something like, Billy, I want you to hear a drummer, and if you don't hire him in 10 minutes, I'll be surprised. He hired him in 5. And then he went on to Russell, and Russell and Doug went to art school together. I mean, they've been playing from the time they were like 14 years old. And then he went on, and this suddenly it amounted to the basic first band was the band, those long-haired guys that were in my living room. And my husband would often say, you know, you can take 5 or 6 guys, because he was in the recording business, and if they're good on their instruments, you get a good result. But you take 5 or 6 guys that have chemistry, you got magic. And that's magic. And it is certainly my opinion that they had magic. But I think back to long-haired guys in my living room or my garage, and tears come to my eyes because they are so great. And I certainly want to thank the Long Island Hall of Fame, because we're thinking about my son tonight, and we're so proud of not only what Billy has come, his lyrics, everything, he's our God. He's our God. So I want to thank you so much.